Do you know the biggest lie about being an executor? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Hi, Nancy Bovair here, certified executor advisor and the founder of NEXsteps. I wanted to let you know about the fallacy and the unpreparedness that most executors are faced with. When we're asked to be executor by somebody that we love, of course, we say yes out of obligation, out of duty, out of love, because we know it needs to be done. But most people have no idea what it takes to be an executor or how long it takes. So the biggest lie about being an executor is that it's just a bit of paperwork and it won't take long. Well, in reality, in Canada, even a very basic, simple estate is taking a minimum of 12 months and as much as 18 months to 2 years. Of course, if there is a more complex estate with a lot of different properties, cross-border issues, stepchildren, that can drag on to 3, 4 years and even longer. Part of the issue and part of the reason why it takes so long is there's so many steps that have to take place. Yes, it's paperwork, and yes, it's getting things into the organizations and the different institutions, getting filings done on time, closing bank accounts, opening the estate account. All of these things take time. All of these things are a process, but all of them take time. One of the biggest obstacles is that final tax return. Under the CRA rules, you have to file the terminal return either by the end of April of the following year or 6 months, whichever is longest. But if you're missing a couple of slips, or if there's something that comes in after that gets discovered, if there's any reason why this gets held up, then it puts the notice of assessment even longer. You may have to resubmit the return. You may have to have it reassessed. That takes time. Besides that, there are sometimes other returns that have to be filed. There may be a T3 trust return that has to be filed. There may be a corporate return that has to be filed or a farm return. All of these things take time, and you can't apply for the clearance certificate until you have all the accounts cleared and the notice of assessment in your hands. And an executor who distributes the estate without that clearance certificate is kind of playing with fire. If the CRA comes back and reassesses and finds that the estate owes money, you're responsible for either trying to get that money back from the beneficiaries or being personally liable for that. So how do you know what the timeline is like? Well, I've created a tool. It's called the Executor's Compass. It's over on my website. I'll put a link in the description box. And what it does is it takes that checklist that everybody gives you, all the funeral homes, all the financial institutions, even lawyers, they'll all give you a checklist. But once you have that in your hand, then what do you do? This tool lays it out for you. It tells you what needs to be done, what order it needs to be done, and gives you some practical guides to make sure that you can follow it. And if you want to dig a little bit deeper, I've got the Executor's Compass Suite. That also provides a timeline so you can estimate how long it's going to take to actually settle the estate. And one thing that executors also need to do that they're likely not aware of is at the end when you're settling the estate, you have to provide a final accounting. Either it'll be done through the courts with passing of accounts, or the beneficiaries can waive that and just accept your final accounting. But you do need to have that, and it is every dollar in, every dollar out of the estate from the date of death. Executor Compass Suite also has that spreadsheet built in. So are you prepared if someone asks you today to be executor? Do you understand what that means? Do you understand that it will take probably about 2 years to settle it? And it's not easy. You're going to get pressure from beneficiaries. You're going to run into frustrations with the different institutions, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth doing. If you are somebody who is organized and structured and can follow and has the patience to do this, it's kind of a very easy decision. If you're somebody who struggles with that, just be aware. It doesn't mean that you should say no, but it does mean that you should make sure that you understand what you're getting into before you say yes. As always, I've got an article over on my website about this topic, goes into a bit more details. The link for that article is also in the description box. Thanks very much for joining me this week. I look forward to sharing more with you next time. Bye for now.